You know what? I do want to make a public announcement. I just felt like everyone was like attacking me. Even if there were people who weren't attacking me, I felt attacked. And so I had to stand up for myself, and I said what I had to say. And if I included the whole Nigerian
opinions and narratives that have been circulating social media that Nina, well, that's a handle name. I'm talking about the lady in the United States of America that some people have called her hooker. They said she does some very secret things on social media, and she has a private viewers, if you know what I mean. I'm talking about Nigerian singer David Adeleke, popularly known as Davido, who cannot keep his Ebola. His Ebola moves from the north, east, west, south of Nigeria, also all over the world. People looked at him and lambasted him a little bit, just a little bit, just a little bit, just a little bit. I mean, 1 or 2%. Why? Because there is this culture in Nigeria. Once you are rich and popular, all your sins are forgiven. You will find such, lifestyle, amongst a lot of youth. People lambasted this lady. They said, "Oh, you are just cloud chasing. You're a criminal. Who are you? You are an Olosho." Olosho is simply a Nigerian way of saying you're a prostitute, you're a nonsense person. But this lady is out to shock people. Although she apologized, she did apologize for all that she said. People said, no, she's not pregnant. Well, for you that, for those that are not really believing that she's pregnant, she has decided to share a baby bump. She has decided to share a baby bump to further solidify her claims in the past, where she did a test on life showing to Nigerians and whoever that she's pregnant. And, she's the only one that I have seen amongst all the women that is not bowing down to David Adeleke or bowing down to the so-called money. She has stood her ground like a woman, a human being should, telling David Adeleke, "Oga, I have known you. You've been with me. In fact, you got me pregnant not so long after the death of your son. You know what you're doing." People, stop fooling yourselves, saying that there is this Chioma, that she is not like Chioma that you buy a Birkin, a very expensive bag for, and you keep her at home and try to shut her mouth. That she's not poor, that she's made herself. She knows what money is, and she's not in that, rubbish, whatever kind of life where you just, try to manipulate a woman and try to shut her up using your fame, using money and all of that. She said no, she's not going to allow such. Some have said she's the Kaba of David Adeleke. This woman is not keeping quiet. She is as loud as you can ever think. In fact, people say, go to New York, go to some part of Miami. She is known all over for what she does. And what does she do? She does her things. In fact, there is a video that she released of herself and David Adeleke. She was just doing something to the microphone of David Adeleke. Although the face of David was not shown, she showed her own face to let the world know what she does. And still, David Adeleke is interested in her, interested in the kind of thing she does, her expertise, and her body. Of course, I'm sure that you want to wonder how David Adeleke, that you have all held up in this high esteem, will put his bola in a lady, a woman that, in quote, many of you are calling Olosho. Like, seriously, we need to grow out of this foolishness where you put so much, you put people on high pedestal, in fact, you glorify them, you cover their sins. It's the same attitude that people often, display with politicians. That's why Africa, let's talk of Nigeria now, that's why you are in the same level that you are, and nothing will change. Once you see someone has acquired body, you don't know, you don't care if they stole it, if they did some rituals, they murdered people, you don't care. As long as there is money, you will praise that person, you will glorify that person. Anything around that person that is pointing to the truth or reality, you will shame that person, you will hurt that person, you will say terrible things about that person. David Adeleke, officially, at least, is married. Although I have said it that David Adeleke would never have married Chioma If I say who is Chioma, people say, oh, it's because you don't like Chioma. Stop fooling yourself. It's not about supporting one party over the other. The truth is what we are saying, that David Adeleke married Chioma under duress because of the law in the part where Chioma is from that states that you cannot lay claim to the corpse of a child born by a woman that you have not paid a bride price. And for him to be able to bury, and also to make sure that the noise, the people will not paint him and tell him, I think his father advised myself, Oga, go and pay and do the needful. Well, let us look at the baby bump and look at our apology to the Nigerians. So she wrote this. I'm going to show you the baby bump. Of course, I'm going to cover up some part of her because you know she's putting on some kind of trunks, and she's a woman who likes to lay everything bare. This is what she wrote. Nigeria, I love you. Africa, I love you. I have no problem with no one human being in the world. I love God, and God is love. I'm not going to read comments. But I saw positive comments. All of a sudden, when Nigerians saw the stomach of this lady swollen, they started saying positive things like, you are welcome, God is love. They started saying things before they molested her on social media. So right there is the lady doing her thing, you know. That's her baby bump right there. And she has decided to show this to everyone. She said that, Africa, I love you. I have no problem with no one human being. Nigeria, I love you. That's what I desire to represent. And what is this? Loving God. To everyone who was hurt by my outburst, I apologize. Grace. These are words to those who said that she's a liar and that she's not pregnant. She's showing it to the world that she's truly pregnant. She's truly pregnant. They are saying safe delivery, this and that. But when she came out back then, they said that it's a lie.
You know what? I do want to make a public announcement. I want to apologize to all of my girlies. And like this, the whole African community, everybody. I just want to apologize. Like, if you feel offended, because somebody came up to me yesterday and they explained to me how they felt, and I really resonated with it. I understand, and like at the end of the day, I didn't feel like any like real type of way. I never felt any type of way, but I just felt like everyone was like attacking me. Even if there were people who weren't attacking me, I felt attacked, and so I had to stand up for myself, and I said what I had to say. And if I included the whole Nigerian country, the whole African continent, I included it, because that's what you do when you're under attack. You come for everybody. You come for everybody's neck. Nobody's left out. But like deep down, I have no problems with nobody. I love all women. Every woman I love. Like, I don't have problems. Like, that's not my spirit. My spirit is love. My spirit is like peace. My spirit is grace. My spirit is mercy. I'm just a loving person. I love God. Like, so I don't know how to not love others, because I love God. It's really the truth about me. It's no faking it. And so, like, I don't have no problem with Africa. I don't have a problem with nobody, no country, no people, no nothing. Like, I love women, especially women. I'm always standing up for women, period. Like, can't nobody tell a woman what to do. Can't nobody tell a woman how to act. I'm really that type of girl. So it's really that simple. Like, it's that simple. And it's not, I'm not saying it because people was coming at me, but I had a conversation and a female came up to me yesterday and she was like, yo, I love you. Like, I'm African. Like, I really do love you. She was like, we love you. Like, literally, this country, like, loves you. We met, we saw who you are, like, your personality. And I was like, you know what? So it's not that serious. Like, it's never that serious. Trust me, I know that. So, you know, but I was just in my feelings at the time, my emotions, and I felt like a lot of people was coming at me. Hundreds of thousands of people was coming at me. So it was definitely worth me wilding out and saying what I had to say. And I think that if it was other people, they would do the same thing, or they probably would just leave social media, period. Because it takes a strong person to like handle what I've handled and dealt with what I've been dealing with for the past now 2 months. So it's that simple. I'm super loved, and that's it. And I'm just chilling. Like, it's been 2 months since all this drama started. What is it? It's not even 2 months. It's not even 2 months that all of this happened and started. This started like June what? June 23rd. It's not even August 23rd. It's not even 2 months. So, I'm just out here enjoying myself with my friends.